Let me take you back, way back. Before kings and castles, before tea and crumpets, before Britain was even an island. This is the story of early Britain, a land shaped by ice, stone, bronze, and iron, and by the people who called it home thousands of years before history was written down. Imagine a land without borders. No England, no Scotland, no Europe as we know it. Just land, stretching from modern Britain to mainland Europe, joined by what we now call the North Sea. Around 900,000 years ago, early humans, hunter-gatherers, wandered in and out of Britain. But for our story, we'll start around 12,000 years ago, as the last ice age ended. Back then, Britain was a very different place. Wild, cold, and full of roaming animals like deer and wild horses. People lived in small groups. They didn't farm. They didn't build towns. They followed herds, made tools from stone, and survived by knowing the land better than we ever could. Then something huge happened. Around 10,000 years ago, rising sea levels from melting glaciers cut Britain off from the rest of Europe. The land bridge sank, and Britain became an island, and that changed everything. Around 6,000 years ago, a new wave of people arrived, and they brought something revolutionary. Farming. Imagine. Instead of chasing food, they grew it. They domesticated animals. They cleared forests. They built homes, not just shelters. And for the first time, they stayed in one place. And they built monuments. You've probably heard of Stonehenge, that giant circle of stone standing mysteriously in Wiltshire. It's not just a tourist stop. It was likely a sacred gathering site, a calendar, a spiritual center, a symbol of a new way of life. Meanwhile, far to the north, on the Orkney Islands, another site gives us an even clearer window into the past. Skara Brae, a Stone Age village perfectly preserved under sand for thousands of years, shows us homes with stone furniture, beds, hearths, even basic plumbing. These weren't primitive people. They had routines, rituals, and community. Around 4,000 years ago, the people of Britain discovered a new magic: bronze. With bronze, they made tools sharper, stronger, and more durable than stone. But they didn't just stop at utility. They made art, jewelry, ornaments, beautiful golden objects. These people were metal workers, traders, and travelers. They lived in roundhouses, buried their dead in barrows, and began forming more defined communities. This was not just survival. This was society. Fast forward to around 800 BC, welcome to the Iron Age. Iron brought even stronger tools and more powerful weapons. It also brought change. Communities grew larger. People clustered into settlements, often protected by Hillforts, giant earth-walled enclosures on elevated land. One of the best still visible today, Maiden Castle in Dorset, wasn't just a defense structure, it was a symbol of local power. Most people were farmers, craftspeople, or warriors, and they spoke languages from the Celtic family. Early versions of the tongues still spoken today in Wales, Scotland, and Ireland. The Iron Age Britons even started minting their own coins, some bearing the names of local kings. That's a key moment, the beginning of recorded British history. It's easy to think British history starts with the Romans or with kings and queens, but the roots go far deeper. The story of early Britain isn't just a tale of stone tools and old bones. It's a story of adaptation, of invention, of humans shaping a landscape and being shaped by it. It's about the first people to call this island home, and how their choices set the stage for everything that came after. So next time you pass a grassy hill, or see a name like Barrow or Bray on a map, remember you're walking through layers of history. This is early Britain. It's where the story truly begins. If you enjoyed this journey back in time, hit like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. What surprised you most about early Britain? And if you're studying for the Life in the UK test, hey, now you've got this part locked in. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next chapter of British history.